Here. I'm chairman and founder of the C-Suite Network and host of All Business with Jeffrey Hazen on C-Suite. Here. I'm chairman and founder of the C-Suite Network and host of All Business with Jeffrey Hazen on C-Suite TV and C-Suite Radio. I want to talk to you about something that's truly special, and that's Stroke TV Media. Now, you might be thinking, Stroke TV, what's that all about? Well, let me tell you, it's so much more than television. At Stroke TV Media, they're on a mission to empower and uplift, and especially do it in the face of adversity. They're all about sharing stories of courage, resilience, and triumph in the wake of a stroke. But you know what really sets Stroke TV Media apart from everybody else? It's the driving force behind it all, Aaron Avila. That man is truly a visionary. It's not just in it for the views and the likes. He's on a mission to empower and inspire people worldwide. So if you're ready to take your knowledge, your understanding, and your life to the next level, then I urge you to tune in to Stroke TV Media today.
Well, good morning, community. Good morning, stroke survivors. Welcome to Stroke, the Journey of Fame podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Avila. I'm 15 years post-brain aneurysm stroke. I wanted to tell you these are segments called Let's Talk, Strokes of Community. I do because a lot of the times I've been getting into some serious work and I'm buried, and I want to continue my work on my book, but I think I'm on chapter 8. And honestly, I just get to the point where I don't have time to make my podcast ready. So I do these other segments called Let's Talk, Stroke Community, for us to get together and talk. Let's see if somebody's out there. And this is kind of late. Hey, Bill Wade, you're on the road. Great. Thank you for being on the bill. I really appreciate that. If you're out there in the community, I'll bring up I'll bring up, if I start getting more comments, I'll bring up the chat on screen. In fact, actually, let me see if I can do this. There it is. Okay, so there's a chat. So on these Let's Talk Stroke Community, I'll use a camera, microphone to talk to you. You use a chat. You let me know what's on your mind. I do have a topic, kind of a icebreaker, kind of a topic to talk about. And what I'd like to have you do, would you please put in comments if you've ever experienced that? Have you ever experienced stroke survivor isolation? So put in chat if you're watching this on the replay or live, put in chat. I'm not seeing many live people out there, but if you're watching the replay, put in chat if you've experienced stroke survivor isolation. There's a saying that nobody knows what it's like to be a stroke survivor except another stroke survivor. Meaning a lot of times our family, friends, whatever, they try to relate to us. They try to understand our stroke, but really nobody can understand it a stroke except another stroke survivor. So what I want to kind of encourage you to do is put yourself out there to the community. Your brother, sister, stroke survivor, because they know you like no other. Thank God for our caregivers, spouses, and friends, family, whoever's taking care of you. Thank God for them. But they really don't understand what it's like to be a stroke survivor. I wrestle with isolation personally. I wrestle with feeling kind of misunderstood, kind of alone. If you do too, please put in comments if you experience stroke survivor isolation. And I want to talk today how do we deal with stroke survivor isolation? How do we cope with feeling alone? And there's a lot of times, if you're one of those people that talk to me in the evening, every evening, I pretty much feel kind of misunderstood, isolated. But you know what, community? We have each other. I have you, you have me. There's one thing I know for sure, that we as a community need to come together in podcasts like this, or in groups, or chats, whatever, and reach out to each other. We need to just reach a loving, helping hand out to each other, a heart of understanding. So many times, when you're feeling alone, when you're feeling isolated, that's exactly when you need to reach out to your other stroke survivors, because the other stroke survivors know exactly how you feel. Again, put in comments how you deal with the isolation. I personally, I watch videos. I try to talk to my wife as I can. But how do you deal with the isolation? There's so many different ways. I deal a lot because when you have isolation, a lot of times our eyes get turned on to our own selves. And in reality, it's exactly when we need to reach out to help others. If you're feeling lonely, you're feeling isolated, you reach out, help somebody, give them a kind word, give your fellow stroke survivor a kind word. What really got me going, the reason I do what I do is because I didn't want to be alone. I want to know that we together are part of a community. And it's really important that you understand you are. I want to encourage you to look on Facebook, join Second Chance Stroke Survivors, or go to Stroke TV Media on YouTube. I have published hundreds of videos to keep your mind occupied, to keep you focused on your stroke survival journey. Something new we're working on with John Kennedy is something called the Kennedy Method. And it's something that will help you with your cognitive abilities. And I have a meeting with him this Monday, and I'm going to start and give you the information on the Kennedy Method. It's pretty amazing. But that will always help with stroke survivor isolation, is the Kennedy Method. But the main thing is that I think the biggest thing we do when we're feeling isolated or feeling alone, a lot of times because our focus is on us. Hey, Bill Boyd, how you doing, bro? Thank you for being out there. Appreciate it. Really great to see you out, Bill. Thank you so much. You've really been making an effort to come on to the podcast. I really, really appreciate it. So feel free. Hey, Bill, I'm curious, do you ever feel the isolation of stroke? I mean, to me, it's like I can't even describe it. There are sometimes I feel so alone and so misunderstood by people. Well, hello, Scott White from Georgia. We're talking about I was talking about feeling isolated. God, you're doing good, bro. I'm talking about stroke survivor isolation. And if I had to guess, that's one of our pain points, that we feel isolated, that we feel alone in this. You know, I'm 60 now, so I'm getting older. When the first had my stroke at age 47, Phil doesn't ever realize that. Good for you, Bill. But you give, I don't know how you know. Great, good for you. But you know, I do. I feel isolated, feel lonely, misunderstood. But like I said, there's a group of people out here that know exactly how you feel. And those are your brothers, sisters, stroke survivor. I just want to encourage you, get involved with the groups you're in. Whether it be second chance, stroke survivors, my group, chat, whatever. Put yourself out there. I remember when I was feeling so isolated, so alone, that I would purposely get into a group, into a chat, whatever, and reach out to them. Next thing you know, I'm helping them. I'm saying something encouraging to them. And you know why I'm being encouraged when I'm being encouraging to another stroke survivor? I am feeding myself encouragement. When you give part of you, who you are, to another person, stroke survivor in this case, that energy you're putting out comes back to you. In fact, it comes back to you 10 times what you get. So if you do battle, thankfully Bill does it, but if you do battle isolation and you battle loneliness, some of the best thing you can do is just flood you. Might go to Stroke TV media on YouTube. Hundreds of videos, encouraging videos to watch. Come to this podcast. This podcast is every Friday, same time, same place, every Friday. The main platform we use is YouTube. But we have a lot of different elements. I wanted to tell you guys how to use this new AI help your stroke recovery. It's amazing. I can't wait to do the seminar to do the webinar with you and teach how to use AI. It's amazing. But you know, if you want to be great, if you want to live a more fulfilled stroke survivor life, help others. You know, the old saying, when you give the energy you give out to somebody, you get back tenfold. It's true. My life completely changed once I began to step out. I don't know many people out there saw the video Sherry Patterson did. And she has that vision. But she put herself out there on live video. It was so encouraging to me to see her out there helping others. And I guarantee you what she got back was tenfold. It was 10 times more. So if you're feeling like isolated or lonely or whatever, reach out to me. Feel free. About to put, let me run the sticker at the bottom. And you'll see my email. Feel free to email me, message me, whatever. I'm here to talk with you. You ever want to talk? Don't let people put barriers up and up. Don't let people put walls up telling you can't accomplish something. It's amazing to me. I'm thinking about my brother, Scott White, and thinking about him being told he'll never drive again. He's driven thousands of miles post-stroke. I'm just amazed at that. I have a desire and Bill and I do both, have a desire and a dream of walking before we die. That's really what all of us need to do. When you're feeling lonely and you're feeling isolated, dream. Dream about what you would like to do. Let me tell you a saying. If you can see in your mind, Drawing Dyer said this. If you can see in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So can I see myself walking? Should be practicing that imagination every day. Because if you can see in your mind, you can hold your hand. Guaranteed. Let me put it a different way. Where the mind goes, the body follows. So when you're feeling like you hit that wall, climb over it. You can. I'm here to tell you can. Some people may look at me and go, oh, I've been in wheelchair for 15 years. I have done my stroke therapy. But now in reality, my main focus has been in my mind, has been the training of my mind. And I am telling you that your mind is more powerful than anything you know. Where your energy will flow, where your focus goes. Let me repeat that because it's really, really important, you guys. Where your energy will flow, where your focus goes. So if you focus on negative things in your life, that's that type of energy you'll bring into your life. But if you focus on the positive things in your life, you will absolutely bring positive energy into your life. I mean, I remember laying there isolated and lonely and feeling my life was over after a stroke. But then I started reaching out to you guys. I started reaching out to my brothers, sisters, stroke survivors, and man, did they help me. Some of the best thing that we could do is help each other, help encourage each other, help give each other positive energy. And remember, feel free to put in chat anything that's on your mind. We're here to talk. I'm only talking to fill the air, but if you got something you want to say, please say it in chat. And you can see I put the chat up on the screen, and you can comment to people, see it. But, guys, I'm not here to tell you stroke is easy. I find stroke very difficult. Anybody that has a stroke survival is easy. I don't even know what to say. Hey, Carol Brady is here. Now, Carol is an author. Put the title of your book, Carol, in the chat, please. So Carol Beatty wrote a book, and I wanted to promote it here. So feel free to put the title of your book on Amazon. I'd really appreciate it, Carol. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've said a lot of time. Man, we're almost out of time. I can't believe it's been by so quick. But in this life, there are many trials. Life is not easy. Whoever thinks that life is easy is delusional. Life is not easy. And when you have a stroke, it becomes that much harder. Picture stroke like it is. It's like a man in the middle of wide ocean, treading water, knows if he stops kicking, you sink, drown, to die. It's very similar to stroke. We don't fight every day for positive attitude, for reason to live, for dreaming your heart. You won't get it. So I'm telling you right today, dream. Dream, dream, dream. It is for you, stroke survivor. If you battle loneliness and isolation, just turn to others, help others with that very same problem. You'll be amazed how many people you can help. It's not just me. I'm just a guy that built the Stroke TV media and does the podcast. But you yourself have it in you to help stroke survivors around the world just like me. I'm no different. Yeah, I had my stroke at age 47 back in 2010. And it wasn't for my brothers and sisters stroke survivors. Tell me how I could do it. Oh, there's Kara's book, Stroke Recovery Workbook, Volume 03, Volume 1, 2, 3. So go on to Amazon, check out Stroke Recovery Workbook, Volume 1, 2, and 3. Carol, thank you for putting that in chat. I really appreciate that. I mean, that's another way we can help fight loneliness and isolation, and that's by doing therapy, by doing work, by doing what we can to get better. If anybody thinks out there that they're going to recover and be the same as they were before the stroke, well, I'm saying you'd be the first one. Because there's one thing that we all will always have in our life, and that we will always have stroke in our history, always have stroke in the past. I mean, for all of those like Scott White, there's glimmers of hope, glimmers of success, and boy, we want to do that. So put in chat things you have now doing. Put things in chat you are now doing you never thought you would do. I can speak for Scott White. A ton of other things. Great. Okay, so I lost connection. I don't know if it'll be on there. We'll wrap up a little early because we're having some problems, technical issues. But he put in comments, if you're watching this video in replay, of any pain point you have in your stroke, what you did, what you find difficult, because I want to do a podcast about it. So feel free to put that in chat. I want to encourage you guys to have a great day. Take a minute, breathe, be grateful, be thankful for being alive. I know I list of birds every morning, 7 days a week. Everybody, I'm going to get going. Appreciate you being on there. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great day.